Oh my God, Mitch, I'm sorry. I was just so surprised to see you standing there.
Not as surprised as I was.
Up here. You're gonna love it, huh?
I know it's beautiful, but I miss the beach. You should come back to Baywatch.
Yes. Hello, Baywatching truthers. I'm excited to quietly welcome you to a special episode, a me episode. This is Drew. Baywatching Truth Drew. I'm quiet right now, coming to you quietly out of respect for my roommate Bill, who I believe is recording something right now. I'm not sure what, but I don't want any bleed from him. Anyway, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling reborn again. Okay, it's like I'm revitalized. I woke up this morning feeling stronger than ever. It's like I'm on drugs or something. I don't know. Except I've got these slight growing pains in my leg. I think as a Baywatching truther, a dehydrator, I'm constantly evolving and growing, my thought, my body, and so sometimes there are pains with that, and right now I'm experiencing them in my leg. Also, I appear to have been bitten by some sort of wet vampire. I see 2 tiny teeth bites on my same leg, so there could perhaps be a vex upon me now. I tried to suck the water out of the holes, because I'm sure that vampire came to inject water through its wet teeth. And since I'm dehydrated, the vampire couldn't do anything because my dehydration was a wall to its wet sustenance, and so I scared it away. But anyway, my water levels are down to 0 because that vampire sucked it, or I don't know if he gave me, I don't know, he sucked all the water. Now I got 0, okay? 0 water thanks to the wet vampire, so I am effectively a dry god in human form. But even though I'm a dry god now, I still care about worldly things, namely money. Yes, yeah. Please keep sending $3 through post to 5020 Obama Boulevard, my house. That's going to get you tickets to the RIBB Fest coming up December 11th at that same address. We're going to have Baywatching truth celebrities there. Okay, we're going to have prizes, competitions, and Bill's making his ribs. Okay, 16 ribs. We're going to make up for Mitch's poor RIBB Fest in Season 1 of Baywatch, for those of you that were watching along. Anyway, the other worldly things I care about besides money is, of course, Bill. I believe that he needs me. He needs this podcast to stay more grounded in reality. He's losing it, guys. You can hear him. He's losing himself to the water, to his virtual signaling that the woke wet left has all the solutions. He's been brainwashed, which is what water does. It washes things, and it's done that to Bill's brain. So I think it's driving him to try to murder me. I don't know if it's fever dreams, what, but I have this recollection in the past few days of Bill trying to push me down a cliff. I don't remember anything else. It's like I was asleep for 3 days, and except for that memory. And of course, now I'm stronger than ever. You try to kill me, I come back stronger. That's the water knows. And now Bill knows that, but I care about Bill. And so I invite all of you to my surprise intervention for Bill. Okay? It's going to be this next episode next week. If you guys come, it would be great to show your support that you care and love about him, and to get some more eyes on the to have an audience would be nice for this, is what I'm saying, for our podcast in general. So, please come. I've got some special guests already lined up. I don't want to do some spoilers, but they're very close family members of Bill. One of them came out of the same vagina as Bill did, and the other one happens to be that vagina. No spoilers, but those are the people we got lined up, okay? I just want to thank all of you Baywatching truthers. I know not all of you have gotten your shout-outs. I know not all of you have sent in your $3, but that's okay. You are water dry truthers. You guys are drybal readers. You guys say H to no with me to the NWH2O. That's the new water. The new water order. So thank you, all of you. I love you from the bottom of my dry heart. I'm clutching my dry bowl right now. I'm thinking of all of you. We've been together since July 4th of this year. What a date, a date that commemorates the dry history of this great dry country. A date that is Baywatching holiday, the national Baywatching holiday here in America and Finland, also in Finland and Australia. Because we know Australia is one of maybe the most dry country, more dry than ours, the United States. And dry is best. Dry lives matter. I started to say it, dry lives matter. So thank all of you, dry lives. We've been together through so much. We've watched this first season. We've seen Bill go from an open-minded individual who liked listening to new ideas that I would share to becoming so close-minded in his wet cult, in his leftist, steal all of our money and rights, infuse wet principles into our children's curriculum as early as pre-K. He's gone down this slippery, because of course it's wet, slope. And you guys have seen it. We've documented it through the last 20 hours of this podcast. Millions of people have seen this. We know. So please, thank you for being with us. Please come to Bill's intervention. Please keep watching Baywatched and discovering these esoteric truths that it presents to us through metaphor and drama. I love doing this. My life. I love you all. Like I say, I'm a dry god now. I'll try to stay with you guys on the planet in human form for at least till we get to season 11. But that's the end of Baywatch. But I can't promise anything. And, season 2 is going to be great. The RIBB Fest is coming up December 11th. Remember to send in your you can still send in those $3 through U.S. Post to 5020 Obama Boulevard, Los Angeles. Okay. Send your email and those $3. Write legibly. We're still reading it. I'm doing most of the work now because Bill, like I say, he's slipping and sliding down the slope. So come to the RIBB Fest. Come to Bill's intervention next week. That'll be the episode also where we discuss the final episode of Baywatch, our season 2 closer. Thank you to all of our listeners. Fuck you to iHeart Podcast Network. I don't care if you're still listening. We don't want your attention. We don't want to be on your network. You fucking money-hungry, wet globalist pigs. We know who you are. Thank you all, everyone. We love you. At Baywatching Podcast on Instagram, at BaywatchingP on Twitter. Come to RIBB Fest. Send in your 3. And make sure you love me. I'm Drew. You can still watch Wet Game, even though Bill says it's gone. I've got the passwords now, and we'll see you next week at the Bill Fergus Intervention.
Is it? Oh, wait, which one? Is this the one? Wait, no, I guess it's this one.
Oh my God, Mitch, I'm sorry. I was just so surprised to see you standing there.
Not as surprised as I was.
Up here. You're gonna love it, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful, but I miss the beach. You should come back to Baywatch.
This one? Okay. All right. I think we're recording now. Baywatching Bays, Baywatching Rookie School podcasting members. Welcome to this week's episode. Well, it's just me this week. I'm not quite sure where Drew is. I don't think he's even watched the episode we're supposed to do. So, last episode, if you were listening, things got kind of crazy. Thank you to the podcasting network here, iHeart Podcast, for keeping us on. I know things These last couple episodes have been a little crazy, but things are getting back to normal now. Drew's back home. He had to go to the hospital. We got him to the hospital. Turns out the snake that bit him was not poisonous, so that's good. And he's doing better. They got him hydrated. I mean, they couldn't believe it how on the brink of death he was, basically, because he was so dehydrated. But guys, I don't know what to do. That's why I'm kind of glad it's just me this week, because I need to talk to you guys. This has gotten so insane. This is the second time I've had to pick him up for the hospital, and I care about this guy a lot. I mean, I don't know what to do about him. This water conspiracy that I was convinced was a joke for so long. I mean, I don't know. There must have been at least like 3-4 weeks where I thought this had to be just some crazy bit he was just really committed to. And then when like he moved in with me and I saw like the lunacy firsthand, and then now with him going to the hospital twice, and now he like doesn't even remember the hospital. It's just getting it's too much, guys. I think for his own health and sanity, I think I have to like do something to get him out, and I have to kick him out, and I have to try something to shake him out. So I'm reaching out to friends, family, to listeners. We need to have an intervention on Drew. Okay? We're going to have an intervention next week. So I'm getting it organized. Next week's episode, we're going to be having an intervention. All right? So we're going to need to do something. I don't know what else to do. If you haven't joined the podcast Rookie School yet, it's not too late. You need to be able to be a member if you want to come to the intervention. That's important. It's important that you all come, show your support. You have a parasocial relationship with Drew at this point, so you need to help him out the best you can. And one way is to give him some money so that he can get on his own 2 feet here. So send in your $3 U.S. mail, no personal checks, cash or money order only, to 5020 Obama Boulevard, Crenshaw, Los Angeles. Send it in there. Write your email address legibly. I'll send you the Zoom link to the intervention. You can be part of the intervention. So just make sure you write legibly, okay, your email address. You'll get the bonus content. You'll get lots of good stuff. You'll get access to buy a ticket to RIBB Fest. We have the RIBB Fest coming up, people. It's going to be hopefully a celebration of Drew moving out, of the end of season 1 of Baywatch. It's going to be... Remember how awesome Mitch's RIBB Fest was in season 1? How much fun that looked? That looked like a blast. I was so great. I hope we can do it as good as Mitch did it in season 1. We're going to have 16 types of ribs, some dry rubs, some wet. Hopefully Drew can handle it by then. We're going to have some wet sauces, dry rubs and wet sauces. So come on down to RIBB Fest. That's December 11th. Buy a ticket. The tickets are $30. Okay, but that's 16 types of ribs. So it's like $2 a type of rib, man. It's less than $2 a type of rib. That's a really good deal. And you're going to have lots of ribs. So $30, you need to send that in after you become a member of the Rookie School. So send in your $3 to get access to buying a $30 ticket. That's how it works. And we're really excited. Watch the finale, season 1 episode of Baywatch, and come join the intervention next week. We'll talk about the Baywatch finale. We'll get Drew. We'll have Drew's family talk to him about what his life has been, what this crazy crap has been doing to everyone around him, and how it's been affecting their relationships. And we'll have a good heart-to-heart with Drew and talk about Baywatch, like always, on the Baywatching Podcast. So check us out on Baywatching Podcast on Instagram, Baywatching P on Twitter, and see you next week.